Okay, a very good morning. I would like to wish to Dr. Hafiz. Okay, so today I'm here actually to present on my presentation on the topic Module 8 Database Case Study. Okay, for my subject AWS Cloud Infrastructure. Okay, so before I start my presentation, let me just briefly introduce myself first. My name is Lim Jiaqin and I am currently pursuing a bachelor degree in Electronics Engineering Technology with the major of Electronic Network Design. So without further ado, let's start this presentation. Okay, so here basically is a contents and also the overview for my presentation today. So I will be covering on the database case study activity 1, activity 2, and also even activity 3. Okay, so next. Okay, so here's the my database case study 1. Okay, so based on this case study and the organization architecture diagram, the organization actually is a data protection and management company that provides services to the enterprises. So they actually handle over 55 petabytes of data and require two types of databases. One for configuration data, which is the relational. Another one is the unstructured metadata, which supporting the deduplication and service. So the data is actually initially stored in Amazon S3 and then moved to Amazon S3 Glacier for long-term storage. Okay, so given this requirement, here actually my recommendation on how actually I need to put this configuration database. Okay, so for the configuration data, a relational database would be actually very suitable since the organization is already using AWS cloud services. So I think the Amazon RDS, so relational database service would be the excellent choice for the implementation in configuration database. So why I choose Amazon ARDS, because actually it's a very scalable, secure, and also compatible with various database engines and making it a good fit for managing configuration data. Okay, so next, regarding to the database, for this unstructured metadata, so no SQL database would be more appropriate. So I would probably suggest on Amazon DynamoDB. Why I choose this? Because it can be considered as its flexibility, the performance, efficiency, and also seamless integration with other AWS services. So in next slide, I will be explaining on the key factors that guided me to this decision. Okay, so actually here's actually the key factors of my selection on configuration database on Amazon RDS relational database service. Okay, so first of all, let's take a look on the data type. So actually a very good thing where Amazon RDS actually support variety of data types based on the database engine include MySQL, Oracle, SQL Server. So actually it's a very good software where we can implement everything, where we can support everything. Okay, so next is the volume. Okay, so Amazon RDS actually is designed to handle wide range of database workloads from small to large scale of enterprise. So like I mentioned just now, this company need to support 55 petabytes. So actually it's a very large volume, so we need a very good uh, cloud Amazon storage service to support it. Okay, so furthermore the scaling. Okay, so Amazon RDS actually is a very good thing where it provides horizontal and even vertical scaling options, where it's a very convenient for end user and also user friendly. Okay, so furthermore it also provide multi-AZ deployment. So why I say is this? Because it actually offers a standby replica where automatic failover occurs when there even a primary instant failure or even a link failure or even device failure. Okay, so I think yeah, it's my uh factors why I choose this Amazon RDS as my configuration database, as actually is a very suits for the scenario for my database case study one. Okay. So after actually looking on the configuration database in activity one, let's take a look on meta database in this where I choose Amazon DynamoDB as my decision for this case study one. Okay, so first of all, Amazon DynamoDB because of its data type, like I mentioned just now. But for this type, it supports actually wide range of data type, which include string, number, even binary and boolean and lots and yeah, a lot more. So yeah, I think it's a very suitable where it's known for metadata unstructured data. So I think it's a very good tool if it supports a wide range of data. Okay, so next regarding to the volume. So it same like just now for the Amazon RDS. For this Amazon DynamoDB actually also handle large amount of data traffic where it's a very good software where it's suitable for high scale application. Okay, so furthermore, it's also talk about retrieval speed. Okay, so actually for this, it provide a very single digit millisecond latency for both read and write operation. So it's a very fast operation and a very fast speed for the retrieval. So yeah, it's a like I mentioned just now, it needs to handle so large volume of 55 petabytes. So you need a very fast speed. So if you're having a slow speed, then yeah, you will decrease your work efficiency. Okay, so last but not least is a long-term storage needs. So for Amazon DynamoDB, sorry. So actually it replicates data across the multiple availability zone within a region. So yeah, like I said just now, it's a long-term storage where we need to know it's not just a region for now. So maybe in future we would like to expand more zone and more zone. So yeah, I think Amazon DynamoDB is a very suitable uh, metadata database to be implemented in this case study. Okay, so I think that's all from database case study activity 1. So let's take a look on database case study activity 2. Okay, so we have done taking look on the database case study 1. Okay, so let's take a look on this case study 2. Okay, so based on actually this case study and also the diagram illustrate, actually the organization is currently uh, using an on-premise Oracle database, and also it's a process of migrating to a serverless ecosystem. So actually they are decomposing their highly structured relational data into semi-structured data. So the optimal database solution is not a good and expensive. It's actually is depend on several factors which include scalability, cost, performance, and also data security. So actually for AWS, it offers a variety of database solution that could potentially fit this company needs. But regarding the two most suitable options are Amazon Aurora and also Amazon DynamoDB. Okay, so what actually is Amazon Aurora? So it actually is a on-demand and auto-cycling configurations. So it automatically start up, shut down, and scale capacity up and down based on our application needs. So it support also the full breadth of Aurora feature, including global database, multi-AZ deployment, which is a multi availability zone deployment, and also reading replica. So okay, so I think that's all for my explanation for Amazon Aurora. So let's take a look for the next slide regarding to the key factors regarding why I choose Amazon Aurora for this case study. Okay, so just now actually I have explained on the Amazon Aurora what is the serverless database is. So yeah, so now I'm going to explain on why I select this and the key factors prompt to my selection on Amazon Aurora. Okay, so first of all, it's about the scalability. So it's actually a serverless database can automatically scale up and also down based on demand. So yeah, I think it's a very good thing we have scalability in this our serverless database, because we can't even know that when we need to use more, when we need to use less. So we just follow our demand. So if we use less, we just pay less. If we use more, we just pay more. So we just pay as what we use. Okay. So yeah, it comes to a second factor, which is the cost. So yeah, like I say just now, it will be more effective as paying for what you use. So we not even need to pay a very huge lump sum of money to just buy a rack of servers, but we are not making sure that uh, we can use everything up. So I think for this Amazon Aura, a best feature is we just pay for what we use. Okay, so yeah, furthermore, let's go on to the performance. Okay, so yeah, for this actually the Amazon Aura, it provides actually a very high performance and also availability. So yeah, it helps user to automate time consuming tasks, like we need to do some configuration or even everything. So yeah, for Amazon Aura, it can also speed up the time consuming tasks. Okay, so yeah, last but not least is about the security. So yeah, I think this is a very important thing where we need to protect the user information. So actually, yeah, for this Amazon Aura, it provides actually a robust security features to protect against the user sensitive data. Okay, so I think yeah, so this is the key factor for Amazon, why I chose Amazon Aura for my case study too. Okay, so next, so let's take a look on how actually we need to shift Oracle to Amazon Aura. Okay. Okay, so just now actually I have explained detail on why I chose Amazon Aura for this case study. So okay, so let's take a look. Actually, I have prepared an additional slide where where what we need to consider when we migrate Oracle to AWS. Okay, so actually, yeah, actually, AWS is a very good company where it provides a comprehensive set of service and tool for a Oracle database to move to the AWS cloud infrastructure, for maybe for like I mentioned just now, for Oracle to Amazon Aura. Okay, so yeah, yeah, AWS already provide everything, so we just need to maybe click something, or yeah, just follow the step. So we can just migrate everything in our Oracle database into Amazon Aura. Okay, so next we need to learn on the performance analysis of our application. So actually I think there are some different for uh, the step in Oracle and also Amazon Aura. So we need to learn something. Maybe there's a new thing for the user. So yeah, but it's something like we need to learn. Then yeah, after we practice few times, then yeah, we know how to use it. Okay, so last but not least is we need to understand the complexity, the compatibility, and also the cost migration. Like I mentioned just now, we need to consider everything. If there is very suitable price, then we just go ahead. If it involves a large lump of sum that will cause the loss of company, then better don't. Okay, so yeah, I think that's all for my case study activity too. So yeah, I think the Amazon Aura is a very suitable service to be implemented in this case study. So next, we just took on a last activity 3. Take a look on activity 3. Okay, so yeah, so last but not least, we come to the last database case study. Okay, so based on this architecture and also the question, actually the organization is an online payment processing company that need to process over 1 million transactions per day and needs high throughput for peak loads during flash sales. Okay, so actually they already use the AWS services, where they actually use for AWS Elastic Load Balancing, ELB, and also Amazon EC2 instances, where yeah, instances. So the IAM, identity and access management, and also AWS KMS, key management service, actually it's used to authenticating transaction with financial institution. Okay, so by following this requirement, actually I think, for my opinion, the optimal database solution would depend on several factors. It's not just depending on we just choose as we want. So we need to consider several factors, include the scalability, cost, performance, and also even data security. So actually for AWS is actually offers a variety of database like I mentioned just now, but the most suitable for this requirement is Amazon DynamoDB for this case. Okay, so let's take a look on why I chose this uh, Amazon DynamoDB in the next slide. Okay, so just now I have explaining on in previous slide for the case study one. Actually, I already explained on Amazon DynamoDB. So let's take a look on why this case study activity 3 we need to choose the Amazon DynamoDB for uh, this case study. Okay, so first of all, it's a volume on transaction. So like I mentioned just now, the company need to handle 1 million of transactions per day. So it's a very large amount of data. So if I just put a simple another Amazon services, it cannot support up to such a volume where it cannot cater this amount. So for this Amazon DynamoDB, actually it can handle the high volume of transactions. Okay, so yeah, so next it leads to a peak load scalability. So yeah, like I said just now, for Amazon DB, I have mentioned its previous slide. Actually, it's a very high scalable and a very we can expand after we need to expand the zone. Okay, so like I said just now, so for this case study, we need the demands can increase 30 times during the flash years. Okay, so yeah, it must be a highly scalability software so that it can support up to this amount. Okay, so furthermore, it's about the integration with AWS services. So yeah, Amazon DynamoDB provide a very good service where it can integrate well with other AWS services like AAM and TMS, which I mentioned just now is about for the authentication and the security purposes. Okay, so last but not least is about the security. Okay, so yeah, already mentioned where the IAM and KMS, where DynamoDB actually also provide even the encryption at the rest with integrate with AWS IAM and also KMS to provide more a secure access control in a financial environment. Okay, so yeah, it's a very good how to say, it's a very good uh, decision on this Amazon DB based on these key factors. Okay, so yeah, I think that's all for case study activity 3. So okay, so I think that's all from me for this presentation. So first of all, I would like to thank you, Sir Hafiz, for teaching me along this semester and let me understand this module on how actually the database we need to go on and how actually we need to choose those services based on our company requirement and also company needs. So I think that's all from me, and thank you.